Okay.
It's your stage.
There we go. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Zondra Roy. They really introduced me in a good way. I just want to say that today is the first day of National Youth Arts Week. It's from May 1st to the 7th. It happens all across this country, and it really reminded me of what your vision of 2017 was, or what you stated that it was. And I really feel like 2017 starts now is kind of like National Youth Arts Week. Where simultaneous events happen all across this country, celebrating the diversity of Canada. And National Youth Arts Week is doing that right now, and it's all in celebration of the arts. And I am the community coordinator for Saskatoon, and I'm also the National Youth Outreach Coordinator for the Arts Network for Children and Youth in partnership with the Michael-Jean Foundation. Whew. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how we can co-create and sustain a healthy social infrastructure through the arts. This picture is one of my favorites because it shows me that our children know more than us oftentimes, and that eco is greater than ego. We are greater than one, and us with the environment, with the trees, the water, the earth, we all need to take care of each other because we as people are not superior to this land. We are not superior to the animals, and that really holds dear to my heart. And truly, really and truly, that is the foundation of Idle No More, and I'm not here to talk about Idle No More, but I truly support the movement, and I believe that this is a really good way to describe what the movement is all about. So eco is greater than ego. It's a simple concept, and that is kind of really the foundation of the work that I do in communities. They call me an activist. I guess it's because I activate things. I just create ideas in my head and then find some people to jump on the train, and we can do it together. And that's, I think, I feel like that's a really organic way to do things, and I haven't changed too much since I was about her age. I just go on different stages. So who am I? I'm Zondra Roy. I'm a hip-hop artist, a spoken word poet. I go by the name of Priceless. Priceless because I've always been that girl to do the things that people don't typically do. And they were like, that's priceless. So some of the things that I do, who am I? In conversations, we often say, like, hi, I'm Zoe. This is what I do. I'm a SUNTEP student at the University of Saskatchewan. SUNTEP standing for the Saskatchewan Urban Native Teacher Education Program, a program that I love dearly and that has taught me so much about my culture, but also education and how those two things can connect. Like I said, the community coordinator for National Youth Arts Week in Saskatoon, spoken word poet and hip-hop artist. Those are not my careers. Those are my passions. That's how I found my voice. And I guess really, that's kind of all I'm here to tell you, is that I came from a place that I guess I was really hurt. I didn't know how to describe the way I was feeling. Didn't know who to talk to. I grew up in the military, kind of on the streets in a lot of ways, and just like the difference really confused me. So when I was 13, I left home and I found my own way. Kind of rough at the beginning, but ultimately, I found some people in community who found the little glimmer of hope within me, and they helped me find my voice. Also, in the hip-hop culture, I really need to give props to the hip-hop culture. And I just wrote this down as Theo was speaking. I feel like I have a very similar story, or at least I can really connect to his story, and how I began to find my own voice when I was admitting truths to myself. I realized that there's a permanency to writing stuff down, and just that knowing of permanency when you're writing stuff down, acknowledging that that is your truth, that within itself was a healing process for me. And I believe that could be a healing process for a lot of other people as well. So hip-hop culture has truly saved my life, because after first finding the glamorization of the culture through mainstream media, I have discovered the roots of the culture and began to unveil the roots of myself. I began to uncover my inner child. So, sorry, I'm just going to go back to that. A quote that I live by, a quote that I truly live by is, "The legacy is in the process." I wake up, even though I don't want to sometimes, I go to school, and I go to work sometimes. You know, like every day is a little bit different, but I feel like sometimes I don't want to do this. But the legacy that I want to leave in this world is in the process that I create, that I co-create with the people that I meet every day, and that is why that quote means so much to me. So maybe some of you can connect to that, but it definitely means a lot to me. So, okay, so I will talk about how we can co-create and sustain healthy social infrastructure through the arts. The beginning, hip-hop saved my life. Then I began to realize, like, whoa, Zoe, you like to talk a lot, and you like to talk in front of lots of people, and I feel really comfortable standing up in front of lots of people, so maybe I can ask the questions that people don't want to ask, or share the stories that people might be scared to share, and that might be okay. What I realized is that everyone has such unique gifts and talents, and it doesn't have to be loud and outrageous. And a lot of people are very introverted but also super powerful within themselves. And so I found that the arts, not only hip-hop, not only spoken word, but the arts within itself is an inclusive language, and it has the ability to bring communities together and has a transformative impact on an individual's perspective and outlook of the world, because they're able to describe what they're feeling, what they're seeing, or any type of perception, not only through written word or through vocalizing it in whatever language, you know. I feel like there's other ways to express oneself, whether it be through painting or through beatboxing. You know, I'm pretty connected to the hip-hop culture, so I'll always make reference to this kind of stuff. But everybody has their passion, and I feel like as we get older, oh my gosh. And I feel like as we get older, we lose touch of our inner child. And so I just want to bring out this not so fun fact that you might have already read it, that 25% of young people in Canada do not have access to programming outside of school. That's a problem. I don't know if you can catch that, but I feel like not everybody goes to school. Not everybody has the ability to stay after school. Not everybody feels comfortable or feels like school is a safe place for them to stay and express themselves. There's other places in the community for that to happen. So by 2017, it is my vision and the Arts Network for Children and Youth vision that by 2017, more than 50% of young people will have access to arts programming outside of school. Now, that's not a huge feat, but we can do it. If we acknowledge that that is a challenge that I am proposing to us all, then hopefully we can just work together and make it happen. It doesn't cost a lot of money. All we need is safe spaces. We need committed community members, and we need support from each other to recognize that we do need a voice, and beyond written language, written word, and talking, that we do need to express ourselves in other ways. And so this is what I'm proposing to you. So I always talk about the inner child. I have a minute left. Okay, so I always talk about the inner child, and I feel like this is what it means to me. First, we need to find a place within all of us that accepts all mediums of expression as valuable to our society, and we need to find our own voice and an opportunity to express ourselves beyond the perceived social construct and demand. We are not our occupation. And sustainability is key. This is one of my favorite photos because they look like children and they're grown adults who work hard in the community, and they just look so playful this day. So these are some of my friends, some of amazing Saskatoonians who are working hard in the community. So this is where, okay, so I said, as adults, we need to find places to stay in touch with our inner child and what truly makes us happy, recognizing that however you perceive it, we are all artists, and that this is something that we lose sight of as we become our occupation. I'm pretty sure I already said that, so my heart is in the right place. So, never underestimate the value of safe space. This is the 24-hour Artathon. It's starting today at noon at the Core Neighborhood Youth Co-op, 905 20th Street West. You can go create art later if you want. And don't forget your inner child. At Crew Youth Wellness Center, we have an open mic that is open to everyone. And this day, we were all taking to the stage, and then some kids were like, I want the microphone too. They would not have been able to do that if the space was not safe for them to express themselves in that way. They went up and created a trio and sang Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and it was amazing. So, okay, so I'm gonna go talk about, so who am I actually? Yes, I am all these jobs. Yes, I'm a student. I do all these things, but it's because of who I am. And so I am a lover of words. I thrive off making people laugh or feel special. I enjoy the sounds of creativity. I become extremely exhilarated by fear. I'm very solution-focused. I love to write and perform, and I am a product of this community. I grew up all across this country, and I feel like from Courtenay, British Columbia to Halifax, Nova Scotia, I lived in a small community called Oromocto in New Brunswick. Across this nation, we have a complete vibrancy in each of these communities, and there's a lot of stuff taking place already, but what I would really like to see is that this vibrancy stays and we can continue to co-create and sustain a healthy social infrastructure, and prioritizing the arts as a means to do that. So I was going to say a poem for you, but I'm out of time. It was nice chatting with you, though. Take care.